Hello, everyone! And while we are waiting for the new 22nd episode of Skibidi Multiverse to be released soon, I'll continue to analyze the crazy events happening in Skibidi Wars. This time, you will be about to see so many crazy and over-the-top things that it even occurred to me a few times to analyze only 2 episodes this time, because each of them was filled to the brim with a huge amount of secrets. But since I love this show so much, and I want to get closer to the 93rd episode, today I will analyze the 81st, 82nd, and 83rd episodes for you guys, and then I'll show you all the secrets and Easter eggs that I managed to find. If you're curious to know how Tri-Titan and Sonar Titan lost the battle against Toilet Necromancer, put all your business aside for the next 15 minutes and trust me. What new weapon did Toilet Necromancer get, and why didn't he show it before? What is the new unleashed Tri-Titan capable of? How did Toilet Inventor manage to create a huge exoskeleton? And why did Sonar Titan's abilities play tricks on him? Get your tea and snacks ready and watch this video until the end. It will 100% blow your mind. Let's go! Last week's analysis ended with an epic presentation of Sonar Titan and what powers he possesses. If you missed my last analysis, I will remind you that Sonar Titan was created in episode 79 after Toilet Necromancer was able to defeat and capture the mind of TV Titan. Now the body of this Titan belongs to that prick. This Titan was created by the Alliance with the help of a new race of microphonemen. These guys decided to join the battle after the Alliance lost one of the strongest Titans, and their abilities we have not seen yet, but I can assume that those guys have very a good sense of hearing and are able to understand where the Skibidi toilet army is hundreds of kilometers away. Sonar Titan is created for close combat, and also has this ability that he demonstrated it in the 80th episode, when Skibidi Woman made a small sound at quite a distance from Titan, and he heard it and then simply destroyed her. I hope I have refreshed your knowledge of the series, and now it's time to get to episode 81, which is already on your screens, my friends. You can notice a camera cannon, but it looks much smaller than the ones we've seen before. It's almost all covered in shielding tools. It also has another smaller cannon, and it doesn't have the 2 cameras we've usually seen before. Bloody hell! It looks like it's so armored that it didn't even take any serious damage after the explosion. Then we see the Toilet Necromancer. He's still standing in the same place he was in episode 79. He's standing between the large building with black windows and 2 smaller white buildings, and the same thing we see here. Then we notice 2 big cameramen, and they seem to be really sure that the power of this cannon is enough to destroy the Necromancer. By the way, the wires of this camera cannon are of purple color, and the spotlight itself is black. It's not quite like what we saw in episode 52, where the wires were blue and the spotlight was white. Only Tri-Titan uses these guns, and they were also used by his drones in episode 71. And we remember how powerful that shot was. Even such small guns were capable of destroying huge Skibidi armies, and I'm afraid to even imagine what this baby can do. Also, on the Cybertruck itself, there is the Black Mesa logo. The big cameraman points at the target and the cannon fires. It seems to be a really powerful shot, but it doesn't look like the Toilet Necromancer is seriously injured. It just pisses the jerk off and he fires back. Earlier in the series, we haven't seen the Toilet Necromancer attack in that way, as he's always used just his tentacle. But it looks like after taking over TV Titan's body, he got much stronger and fired a powerful shot at the 2 poor guys with a glow from his mouth and eyes. Just imagine, 2 Bloods in solo were ready to engage in an unequal battle with this giant. And there is no limit of the bravery for these guys. Press it for those heroes! Then the prick gets shot in the skull by Tri-TV Woman, and then she presses the alarm button located on her TV, so we see where this signal came from. We're moving to the lab and see a big cameraman scientist. He's wearing a white suit and blue jeans. And don't you dare lie to me, guys. This dude looks very stylish. He seems a little confused and runs off to press the purple-colored button, which is responsible for calling the Tri-Titan into battle. And you can see how the big boy is just happy about it and immediately goes to help the Alliance. It's interesting that the button was purple in color, and it seems that all objects of that color represent the Tri-Titan army. That's the glow that Tri-soldiers have. That's the color of the camera cannon. And that's what we saw with the strange planes belonging to the Tri-soldiers' army in episode 78. Tri-Titan is heading straight into the battle of episode 82, and it's time to analyze it. You can see how the Toilet Necromancer continues destroying the city. His eyes look very different, by the way. In episode 75, they looked more like 2 robotic round balls. But in these scenes, you can see the change. Now his eyes don't have any round shapes at all and look more like glasses. In episode 79, you couldn't tell what his head was attached to. Before that, he looked more familiar and his head was sticking out of the toilet like other Skibidi toilets. But now you see something really scary. The skull is held up by a large TV. It is the head of TV Titan. After the glow of the toilet necromancer took over his mind, the skull used Titan's head as a receptacle instead of a toilet and grew right inside Titan. That looks really, really scary. Okay, back to the episode. Sonar Titan enters the battle with the jerk, but Necromancer summons some hideous Skibidi women. Their toilets are completely covered in rust. Behind their heads you see circular saws. They also have razor-sharp blades, and of course you can see their eyes. Instead of eyes, they have metal bulks, and it looks very creepy. I don't know why it is necessary because Sonar Titan reacts to the sounds. And if even Skibidi Woman, who had eyes in the 80th episode, made a mistake and didn't notice the bottle because of which she was destroyed by Titan, these blind chicks are definitely an easy prey for him. Could this be some sort of punishment? Think about it! Maybe because of the Skibidi Woman's serious mistake about not noticing the bottle, Toilet Necromancer decided they didn't need eyes after all, and made them like that? What a huge prick. The ladies want to flirt with the Titan, but one gets punched in the face. Seconds before the second one gets her brains splashed out, the Toilet Necromancer grabs his arm and you see a SWAT toilet. He also possesses a rusty toilet and has 4 guns. He has the same protection as Toilet Necromancer's neck. He wants to destroy the Titan, but Tri-Titan stands up for his brother. He throws the SWAT toilet away like it's trash, and then turns one of the ladies into an omelet. The other SWAT shows you the 4 guns and shoots at Tri-Titan. It looks like the shot was really serious, and the big boy was impressed. He stands there as if to say, "Holy shit, dude, what was that?" At that moment, Sonar Titan broke free and punched Necromancer right in the face, breaking the jerk's jaw. Damn it! That shot made Titan so angry that he started turning that SWAT into a pancake. Apparently, this lady really liked the Tri-Titan and wanted to get to know him better. But our boy didn't appreciate that and did the same thing to her. After that, you see him. This is our old buddy, Toilet Inventor, who firstly moved in the drill machine. And after it was destroyed by Tri-Titan in episode 71, he created another body for himself, which you saw in episode 73. All this time, he didn't take part in battles because he was creating this huge exoskeleton. It's all made of white metal, and his whole body is covered in armor. And he has a red cannon on his head, the same cannon we saw on the Toilet Scientist in episode 30 of the original series. He also has several large and small speakers, and the same protection on his head as Toilet Necromancer has. In front of his face there is another protective glass, the same glass that was on the car in episode 63 of the original series. The Toilet Inventor throws some parasite capsules into the city. The same capsules you saw in episode 56 of Skibidi Wars, and there the parasites had a sink body. But in this time they have a regular toilet instead of a sink. The creeps have organized a big party, and the mind of one of the big cameramen is already captured. Sonar Titan is not happy with this, so he starts hunting down these vermin, turning his microphones on. Bro, that's a damn foolish thing to do right now. Have you forgotten that there are bigger enemies right in front of you? Destroying them would be much better. For such disrespect, Toilet Inventor turns on his speakers, and the sound is so intense that Sonar Titan is writhing in pain. I can feel through the screen how much pain the Titan feels right now. Just imagine, you guys are talking to your friend on Discord, and he says he's going to step away for a while. And a few seconds later, this jerk decides to play a joke with you and starts yelling into his microphone with all his might. Wouldn't be pleasant to hear, huh? After that, Tri-Titan tries to attack, but Toilet Inventor is not so easy, and uses 2 white shields. On these shields, there are hieroglyphs that are unknown to me, and if you know what they might mean, be sure to write about it in the comments. I really need to know. Also, his red gun has the Black Mesa logo on it. These shields have so much power, and the Titan can't even manage to push them through. The madness doesn't end here, and Toilet Necromancer shows you his new weapon. It's his trusty scythe, which he called from the Skibidi toilet afterlife. By the way, you may notice an obscure blue thing on his sphere, and it looks pretty silly. Perhaps it is needed to fix the sphere firmly in place and not let it fall, I think. Tri-Titan looks at the Toilet Inventor in surprise, and at that moment gets a slash right in the head, and you can see his destroyed camera with sparks and fire coming out of it. Big Boy leaves the battlefield and Sonar Titan does the same thing afterwards. And I got something crazy for you guys. After these pricks have exchanged pleasantries, you can see a small platform attached to the toilet inventor's face. And I can guess what it's for. I have a crazy theory about it, but I'll tell you about it a little later, so watch the video till the end so you don't miss anything. It's time to get to episode 83, and it's on your screens already. You see Tri-Titan returning to the base he left at the end of episode 81, and our boy looks very strange. Yes, I understand, guys, that he has no emotions, but looking at him now, you will agree with me that he seems very tired, and for the first time, really defeated. I think he is very sad, and your support in the comments will help him a lot, my friends. You are being moved inside the lab, and there we see the big speakerman, TV man, big cameraman, microphone man, and the same cameraman in blue jeans from episode 81. The scientist shows us a message that says Tri-Titan is waiting for the next command. He kind of shows the desire to improve the Titan even more, and enters the command, but the message on the screen changes. It becomes clear to us that the scientist is going to reveal the whole potential of Tri-Titan, but this may cause instability in its operation. In any case, this does not scare anyone, and everyone agrees to improve the Titan, and the scientist presses the button. Next, we see a helicopter transporting the destroyed camera that was on Titan's head. Then a few red sparklers rise up and give Titan insane power. Oh my god, that looks so damn cool. Now Tri-Titan has huge red swords, and his whole body has now changed its color from purple to red. Even his TV is red now. Tri-Titan then takes off epically, and while it used to take him quite a while to do so before, now he does it at lightning speed, and I don't think anyone is able to stop him now. His swords look quite interesting, and for some reason they remind me of the protection used by Toilet Inventor in the last episode, don't you think? Also, it's time to get back to my theory about the platform I mentioned earlier. It looks very strange, and thanks to these things is able to move, I think. The Toilet Inventor's head was much smaller before, but in this episode it grew several times in size. So my theory is that it is most likely a huge robot that is being controlled by a real Toilet Inventor. He created a huge copy of himself with very powerful upgrades and armor. And to get inside, he used this platform. And most likely after this battle, he leaves the body of this robot to improve it. Also, the main question remains, why didn't the Alliance improve the Tri-Titan immediately, and did it just now? What kind of instabilities were mentioned on that screen? Could this mean that the Alliance is in danger of losing control of the Tri-Titan, and our big boy will no longer be in alliance with them, and soon after will grow the desire to destroy the Alliance altogether? Write your own opinions and theories on this and about my theory about Toilet Inventor in general in the comments below. And that was me, ISO Toilet. See ya!